there. My name is Elizabeth Ishola, President and founder of Women on the Threshing Floor International Ministry. I have a strong passion to help you live again, to help you become all that God has created you to be. So regardless of what your circumstances may be, I tell you what, you can live again. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share. Also drop a comment in our comment section below to help us know how you feel about our program or any topic you like us to talk about. Just put it there and we will get back to you. Thank you. I'll be right back. Welcome back. It's such a joy to be here again to share with you. Last week, we started with a topic, how to love people. And under that topic, we dealt with number one, embrace people. And we went on to deal with how you can embrace people. Embrace people by spending time to bond. We said you should embrace people by accepting people for who they are. And we laid emphasis on you not criticizing, not judging or condemning people. We also said you should overlook minor offenses and that you should appreciate people for what they do for you. The truth is that for some people, showing love or loving people comes very natural with them. And there are this other set of people that struggle with it. So somehow it's been laid in my heart to share with you tips that can actually help you to love people. Our text is 1 John chapter 4 from verse 7 to 8. It says, "Dear friends, let us continue to love one another, for love comes from God." So you can see it's not easy to love without God. There are all kinds of love, but we're talking about the love that is everlasting, eternal love. It only comes from God. Anyone who loves is a child of God and knows God. But anyone who does not love does not know God, for God is love. So today we're going to be dealing with interact with people. Interact with people. And under interact with people or interacting with people, our first point is get comfortable with affection. Some people don't interact, so they are not even comfortable with affection. When you love people, it's important to give and receive affection. Try to be comfortable with hugging or embracing friends and family members. Be comfortable with giving gifts and even receiving gifts. Be comfortable with offering praise and also be willing to accept same in return. Do not expect, an immediate reciprocation of your affection. For example, just because you gave someone a compliment does not mean that the person will give you one in the next 5 minutes. But if you are giving a compliment, please learn to accept it. Learn to accept praise. Some people never accept praise. They never accept compliments. So if you're giving compliments, what do? Number one, you just say thank you. Thank you. They tell you, you look good, just say thank you. And say it with humility. I've heard people say, oh, thank you, I know. You look pretty, thank you, I know. No. Just say thank you with humility. Another point is learn to share compliments. If someone compliments you and your team, acknowledge the compliment and say that you will pass it along to those team members who helped you to accomplish that work or helped you to complete that project. It makes everyone feel good. If your team is paid compliment, don't just take it alone and just say, oh, thank you, and walk away. Share it with your team members. It will help them to feel good. Be careful of your non-verbal behavior. Watch your body language as you accept compliments. Avoid crossed arms, downcast eyes, or overly casual postures, that send a wrong message or indicate disinterest. Lean slightly forward, look the giver in the eyes, smile and say thank you. I'm telling you, because sometimes when people pay us compliments and we mess it up, they feel bad that they ever bothered to pay us that compliment. So don't get into a compliment battle. Some people do that. Sometimes you may feel inclined to out compliment or downplay your work, especially when a compliment comes from someone you respect and admire. When someone you respect, someone you admire compliments you, you hear people say things like, don't say thank you, but I know my input was not so valuable as yours. Don't do that. Instead, just embrace that moment and be grateful for the accolade. Just say thank you. I'm telling you, it's still the same thing. But then you see a whole lot of differences where you are paid compliments, you want to downplay the compliment just because you see the other person as superior. Learn to accept compliments. One of the worst things you can do is deny a compliment. It can come sometimes like a slap on the face of the giver, and then because it negates their opinions and their feelings. An example of this type of interaction might be, you really look nice today. Is that a new suit you're wearing? And then your response will be like, oh, this old thing, I've had it for years. Or maybe you just gave a presentation, a very good one, and then you are told, this is a very good presentation this morning. And the next thing you will say is, oh, I messed up a few times, or I messed up a few lines. I could have done better. Don't do that. Just say thank you. Don't question or insult the giver. When someone offers a compliment, know that it may be from his or her heart. When you deny the compliment, it may seem as if you question their tastes or you insult their judgment. Example of this is, you are one of the best speakers I've heard all year. And then the response goes like, really? I'm sure you've not heard so much. You don't need to say that. The answer is still to just say thank you. Don't milk the compliment. To gracefully receive a compliment, try not to give responses that attempt to elicit reassurance. Like, what makes you think that? Are you sure? People do that a lot. So apart from receiving compliments, giving compliments, another one is express your love. Express your love. You can also be forward about your feelings sometimes. You should tell people in your life that you love them. Tell your parents that you love them. Tell your old, aged parents that you love them. Tell your children that you love them. Tell your spouse that you love them. Even your friends. Tell them you love them. You need to allow them to also express their feelings to you openly and without judgment or ridicule. For example, a family member might just come to you and say they love you. Instead of laughing at them or ignoring the statement, make it a point to answer back and tell them you love them too. There's no need to look down on such just because they are siblings. Your sibling just tells you I love you. You just look at him and say, oh, you, please go away. We have better things to talk about. Who is talking love right now? No, there's no need for that. Just tell them I love you too. Another thing is that you should offer the gift of listening. Offer the gift of listening. Focus on others and hear what they are saying. Do you know that most times people don't listen? They only talk. When you're talking with them, you want to express yourself to your friends or people in your space. They don't allow you to talk. They just keep talking. So I just want to say that for you to show them that you love them, pay attention. Focus on what they are saying. Listen more. Talk less. This will allow you to understand exactly what they feel. Another thing is, of course, this one we all know, is to say please and thank you. It's a simple act, it's so simple. But many times some people forget to say please and then to say thank you. And before you know it, it's causing rifts in their relationships. Tell your loved ones how much you love and appreciate them. A little love goes a long way. Many of us are guilty of taking people for granted. So it's good to acknowledge those who have impacted our lives and those we could not live without. There are people that have been there for us. So we must always learn to acknowledge them and to show them that we love them. Offer to help someone in need. That's another way of showing love. Offer to help people around you that are in need. There's always someone who needs something. Some people just need a hug. Some people just need kindness. It makes them feel good. So the person you help could be a close friend, could be your neighbor, could be a senior citizen, an elderly person around you, could be a challenged individual, but offer help from time to time. Write your loved ones' points. Write them letters. I know, yes, we send texts, we send emails, but sometimes just get your Bible, get a sheet of paper, and write, gratitude. Write appreciation to someone that has been good to you. Maybe your spouse. You just do them a love letter, and you'll be shocked at the effect it will have on them. Then I'll also say that you should practice the art of forgiveness. Practice the art of forgiveness. We often have little sparks here and there. Sometimes we pick up fights. Before you know it, we release anger, frustration, and then it impacts the other person negatively. But if you practice the art of forgiveness, you will not allow your relationship to dwindle into that kind of mess. The third key I want to share with you is that you should make yourself available. Make yourself available. Many people make the mistake of being fair weather friends. In other words, they are there when everything is good. When things are going on well, they are there. But when things go bad, they are busy. They are so busy. So you should make it a point to be available to the people you love when they need help or support. This will show that you love them, and it will help you form a stronger bond and then love them more. I remember when I lost my dad. I lost my dad in April of this year, and I was just coming back from a trip. I was out of the country and I was just coming back from a trip. I remember a friend of mine that met me at home. As I was just coming into the house, she was already parked outside my house waiting for me. I can't forget that in a hurry. It made a huge difference in our relationship. It bubbled up love in my heart and proved to me beyond reasonable doubt that she loved me. And guess what? When she hugged me and my tears were pouring, her tears were pouring too. Make yourself available. Don't tell someone you are available if you are not willing to give them your time and your attention, especially when they are in need of it. Sounding like a nice person by saying, I'm available, doesn't help anyone. I'm telling you, it doesn't help anyone. But truly be available. So when you say I'm available, what you are saying is that the time slot is free, but I don't really want to feel it. But when you say I will make myself available, what you're saying is that whatever is important to you is important to me. These are two different things. I will make myself available. So whatever is important to you is important to me. Do things for others. Do things for others. When someone is in need, just being available is not enough. Sometimes it will help them tremendously if you do some small chores or run some errands for them in time of need. Help them complete tasks that they need to be done. Buy them a thing or two that they will be needing. For example, you could go shopping for a friend that has just come home from the hospital. You could visit and then find out, what will you need? And then you go shopping for that friend because you know they are weak and they may not be able to do it themselves. Another example would be to buy someone a meal after a hard week. After a hard week, you could just call your friend and say, today is Friday, let's hang out. I want to buy you a meal. So if you are unsure where to start, you might volunteer at a worthy organization. You can volunteer in a charity organization or community efforts. All of this will help you to show love to the community, show love to the people, show love to other people. Be spontaneous. Be spontaneous. You can continue to build the love you have for someone by keeping the relationship interesting. Do things spontaneously with people you love, to build excitement and to build mystery. So make a point of offering and receiving romantic gestures from time to time. If it's a romantic relationship, if it's a marriage relationship, offer and receive romantic gestures from time to time, and the passion in the relationship will stay strong. Comfort each other. Everyone goes through good times and bad times. Comfort each other. Everyone goes through bad times. Everyone goes through good times. Life's emotional roller coaster can make or break the love that you have for other people. If you want to continue loving the people in your life, be there to comfort them and help them through hard times and allow them to do the same for you. We have come to the end of today's topic, and I hope you enjoyed it. I believe somebody has been touched by today's topic. Please do leave your comments, testimonies in our comment section. Do you know you can continue to enjoy these nuggets, words of encouragement, by subscribing to our YouTube channel? Please click on the notification button to get notified whenever we come online. Like, share, and also drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember, pray about everything and worry about nothing. Till I come your way again next week. Thank you and God bless you. Ciao.